Hey guys, I'm Chad Nicely, and let me tell you something. We have a special opportunity for you in this presentation, and I think you guys are going to be this is the whole wow factor here. And what we're about to present to you is something that I've had my hands on for about the past 3 weeks, and it has just been a mind-blowing experience. And we've actually got a special guest here. This is my very good friend, Kalpesh Patel, probably one of the top network marketers, cahoots to you, in all of Europe, and he's going to help me with this presentation we've got here for you. And I just want you guys to keep an open mind and just pay attention to what we're about to show you, because you guys, let me tell you something, this is a cash cow, okay? This is probably one of the biggest opportunities I've ever come across on the internet. And if you had the chance to get aboard Facebook and Amazon and LinkedIn and some of the biggest networks at the very top, if you were at the top of the food chain, ask yourself where you'd be today. And that's the opportunity we have in front of you. So, Kalpesh?
Thank you, Chad. Again, Kalpesh Patel here from London, UK. Actually in Philadelphia right now with Chad, and we just met a few days ago. We just hit it off straight away, and definitely we've got so much synergy going on here, and we decided to put this little message together to share with the world our passion for what's about to happen here. And so the company we're talking about is Bonofa. And when I first showed Chad this, I have to be honest, Chad wasn't the most open-minded person about it on the planet. But once he saw
biggest skeptic.
He was. He actually he gave me a bit of a hard time. But once I went through the presentation, the slides that you're about to see now, slowly, his mind unfolded as the presentation unfolded, and by the end of it, Chad was actually genuinely excited.
That's all it takes, brother.
Yeah, absolutely. And suddenly, Chad was like, "Holy cow, this is serious. This is big money." I said, "Absolutely, it is."
Not a holy cow, but a cash cow.
There you go, cash cow. There you go. So, Bonofa is the company. They're based out of Germany, and I'll tell you a little bit about the owners in a while. And so, what is their goal? Our goal as a company is to build the world's largest business social network. And so, if I asked you to think of one for a minute, who comes to mind? Most people say LinkedIn. And, really, how business functional is that? Yeah. I know, I'm not keen every morning to quickly go and check my LinkedIn account. I'm not excited about it. I spend more time on Facebook than I do on LinkedIn.
I have to.
Absolutely.
But I don't want to.
And yet Facebook has the opposite. Facebook's like, it has you glued, doesn't it? You kind of,
exactly.
It has you kind of wanting to stay on the platform.
Yeah, Facebook junkie.
Right here. Absolutely. Same here. Right, guilty, guilty, guilty. And so this company seems to have cracked a code, and I'm sure you're going to see this as we unravel the presentation as well. They've actually built a user-friendly business platform which attracts people to stay on, and yet has massive business attraction and business functionality. And so it's a double-pronged approach. It appeals to the masses because of its real fun element, but it also appeals to the entrepreneurs like us that want to actually make money and monetize the internet. The internet is the biggest boom in the world by far ever. There are millions being made on the internet every single day if you can understand how the whole thing works. And this company's managed to put it together where the average person that doesn't have the skills to monetize the internet can tap in and start making money from this huge giant. And so it's really, really exciting. So the people behind this company, I've had the pleasure of spending much time with them in Germany over the last maybe 6 or 8 weeks, and been helping out with a whole bunch of stuff behind the scenes, getting it ready for launch. And so we're still in early days right now. It's a pre-launch. The official launch date is on the 7th of April for Bonofa, and then on the 7th of July, our social media platform goes live. And the guys behind it, the guy on the left and the right, that's Thomas and Detlev. They are the two finance people behind this. They're putting their money where their mouth is, as they say. And the guy in the middle, Martin, he's the creative genius. It's his ideas. He's a genius, right?
Yeah, he scares me. His ideas are like, wow, I'm glad I never went ahead on this guy, because it's unreal.
It is unreal, and you'll see that. And everything you see is Martin's genius. It's his creativity, and then the two guys are financing everything that he does. They've completely gone all in with him. They believe in him with a passion, and I know you will as well as soon as we start doing this. The company, by the way, has already spent €6 million, and we haven't even got started. They went and employed 30 full-time programmers last year, 2012 January, and said to Martin, get in the room with these guys, share your ideas, and their job is to turn those ideas into reality. And literally for the last 13 months, 14 months, that's all they've done, is just gone crazy building this platform that's so kind of out there, right?
When you just real quick, just to clarify, when you say euros, 6 million euros, what is that in US dollars? That's ballpark.
Roughly, I don't know, 8-9 million dollars.
$9 million has already been dumped into this network.
Yeah, and they haven't even begun to tell anyone about it yet.
Unreal.
That is, and that's quite an unusual story right there. The internet, as we all know, is a huge marketplace. Just Europe alone is 500 million users. The world, 2.4 billion. They believe by 2018, that's going to be 4 billion users. Already an exploding market that's growing even more than it already has. And so, really, it's embryonic. As big as the internet is, it's still in its very early stages of development, and people are still trying to find their feet of how the whole thing works. At the moment, social media is absolutely dominating the internet.
Absolutely.
It is the big place where everybody's kind of jumping in and spending time online. So Cube7 really is going to dominate that space. Why? Because of the design of it, the whole flow, the way it's very attractive.
Yeah, I've seen it.
It draws you in, right? Yeah, it draws you in. It draws
you in.
And it's got that factor that keeps you engaged on the platform. You'll see that as I share the following slides. The official launch date for Cube7 is 7th of July at 7:07 a.m. So it's all the 7s. And there's going to be a huge marketing strategy behind that. The company's got they are smart. They're very corporate thinking. They've got a whole strategy where all the blogs, the magazines, all the industry arenas are going to be informed about this date of 7/7 at 7:07 a.m. Cube7 goes live, and so that's going to help us as marketers, because people are going to be looking. They can only come through marketers. Although it's a social media platform, there's two companies here. One is Bonofa, which is the marketing arm. That's where we come in, and the other is Cube7, which is just for the users. That's like the LinkedIn and the Facebook. The people on Cube7 will never know anything about opportunity. But if they want to get onto Cube7, then it's the affiliates that will benefit from everything that happens on the platform.
And this is only the first phase.
Correct.
Right?
Phase 1.
So
that's
Cube7 is basically the parent company is Bonofa, and Cube7 is underneath Bonofa.
That's right. Just one of their companies.
Just one. And
Correct.
how many more companies can we expect underneath Bonofa?
Already, Martin has committed to paper 30 different multi-billion-dollar ideas, and these guys are going to back all of them over the next 4 years.
Yeah, it's unreal, guys. The opportunity here, make sure you pay attention to this Cube7 logo, because I'm telling you, this is going to be a household name.
Absolutely.
And you guys have the opportunity of a lifetime. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
And so to monetize that platform, again, a lot of people have attempted it, a lot of people have tried, but it takes money, and that's where a lot of people have failed. Exactly. And what most companies do is they sell the idea, then they try and recruit a bunch of people and use the money that comes from the field to try and build something that costs a fortune. And it's just done back to front. These guys have said, no, let's build the platform first. And now on day one, we can attract millions of users on a functional platform that monetizes straight away.
Right. And I
love very clever,
I love that. I love it. This is no fluff or hype, guys. I love every part of this company, this platform, this system. I mean, very well thought out. And how long has this been in the works?
Over a year, 14 months now.
Wow.
Yep, since February 2012, and so we're just getting ready for the pre-launch now. Very exciting.
Yeah, I'm pumped up.
Yep, they've got 5 different categories that they're hitting. They're all the biggest trends on the internet, as you can see here. We're starting off with communication. That's the biggest tools platform that you'll ever see, all free. We'll talk about that in a second. Then they're going to launch shopping later on in the year, followed by gaming, entertainment, and then apps. Apps is huge.
Apps is massive. It's as big as it gets today.
It is. Everybody knows apps, and we monetize apps. We monetize all 5 of these categories, actually. And so let's start with, what the end goal is. This company, what you'll see is the way that they've poured money into the field is very different to anything you've ever seen before. For the simple reason, they have one goal. Their goal is to do an IPO in 2017 of not just Cube7, but all of the companies, right? They've got a whole bunch of companies that they want to take to the stock market, and some of them they'll just sell to private individuals. They'll just do transactions, just like Instagram got bought by Facebook for $1 billion after 18 months. Yeah. We've got stuff like that in the pipeline that the company will just sell off for fortunes. The good news is, from day one, you and I, we are co-entrepreneurs in the company. Every single affiliate of Bonofa, anyone that joins the company Bonofa, the marketing arm, on day one will be a co-owner in the company. And not just words, they'll actually get value delivery, and I'll share more about that in a little while. They'll get real value day one, the day they join, that has a tangible value on an IPO or a sale of a company.
So to put it in layman's terms, that's what I'm here, okay guys? To put it in layman's terms, their whole overall goal and objective is to go IPO.
Correct.
The profits all go back into the network. They're not here to make a profit.
That's right. They don't
their
need to make money from network.
Guys, their goal is to go public.
Yes.
And 40%, did we already discuss that?
40%.
Or am I letting the cat out of the bag?
Go for it.
40% of those shares goes back into the network.
That's huge.
Yeah, so you hear about all these different platforms where they say, we're partnering up with you and everything. It's a bunch of BS and hype, right? This is true. 40%, guys, back in the network. back in your pockets, back in your bank account.
That's nuts. It is.
It is.
And we'll share more about the numbers of what that actually means and potentially could mean later on. It's really insane. Never ever been offered before. So the Cube7 platform, like I said, in July of this year will go live with communication. And what the company gives us in the form of communication is everything we're already familiar with, all the Facebook stuff. You can add friends, you can create groups, you can share videos and pictures and do all that good stuff.
Yeah.
But what they've done on top of that is that they've built a platform really user-friendly for entrepreneurs, especially where I know myself, I'm always on Skype, for example. Here I don't need to leave the platform, right? Exactly. Yeah. And you can speak to anyone anywhere in the world on Cube7, just like you can on Skype, video calls. Then I'm always jumping outside of the platform or wherever I am to do screen sharing, for example.
Sure.
Opening up a screen sharing software and then going backwards and forwards. You'll be able to do screen sharing from the platform without having to move anywhere. And then they've added onto their webinar platform, again, always opening up different links and sending people different platforms to go to. And, oh, I'll see you over there. No, you can now do webinars off of the Cube7 platform.
Yeah. And they haven't missed anything.
They haven't. And then the latest trend, this is already generating hundreds of millions of dollars a year in companies out there selling this technology already. Things like video email. They throw it in for free. That's right. Cube7, the users join for free. They get video email that they can send to each other for free. I mean, that's a game changer.
Yeah, we were playing around with that the other day, and that was so simple,
isn't it? It's click, 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 and
I'm going. My God, if I could send out these emails right now with my videos, with this video right here embedded in the email.
Can you imagine?
Can you imagine your open rate? Can you imagine people saying, "Did you see this email?" and the viral aspect of it alone? I mean, I cannot be the first one. I can't wait to be the first one to send
that. Right, exactly, right.
It's massive, guys.
And again, they're monetizing it all because even with the video emails, for example, you can put, it just comes with a video email for the Cube7 users, but the Bonofa people, we get templates around our videos. So there's a massive appeal for people to want to become a Bonofa rep because you get unlimited. Everything's unlimited as a Bonofa rep, whereas on the platform Cube7, people can buy the templates. So it might cost you, I don't know what the pricing is going to be, but whatever it is, a few cents, maybe $1 or $2, or whatever it can cost you to buy the template for a happy birthday or a happy Valentine's, happy Christmas, whatever the occasion is, and 80% of all the profits made on Cube7 get paid to the Bonofa affiliates. 80%. Yeah. Why? The company doesn't need to make money from these guys and girls. They don't. They've spent a fortune already. They will continue spending a fortune. They've got 33 full-time programmers now. They took on another 3 last month. Their goal is to have 60 before we even launch in July. And so they're super resourced. They're pouring money into this like there's no tomorrow. They don't need to make money from the platform or from the network. And you'll see from the plan how they've really monetized, allowed us to monetize all of that, maximum commissions right the way through.
And the key word here is monetization, guys. Every single angle, every single aspect of this whole entire system has monetization written all over it, which means you guys are going to be getting paid.
Yeah.
And I look at something like this webinar platform. I mean, that's humongous. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I can go out there and I can broadcast a webinar, and before my members can join that webinar, they need to join Cube7. And we're not going to let the cat out of the bag yet because we got something really cool, an awesome little incentive there, right? That's coming up. And there's just so much with this, guys. I really hope you're just feeling it and you're getting pumped up because there's so much more to come.
Absolutely. And then, as if that wasn't enough, they even give you a complete CRM system, a complete database management system. So now when a friend adds you or you add a friend, you actually go into each other's databases. You're opting into their list. How many times have you heard that if you want to make money online, you need to build a list? Yeah. And there's everyone trying to teach you how to build a list. Here, we don't need to learn how to build a list.
No.
You've already got a Facebook account. You've already got a LinkedIn account. You've already got a Twitter account. You know how to add friends.
Right.
Everyone can add friends.
We're already doing it.
Doing it anyway, right?
That's right.
And you do exactly the same thing here. You add friends, but now you're building a list. That is true power. That's just insane potential income once you learn, the power of building lists. And so they're giving you a complete list builder system where you can track, your organization from, where your friends are by country, by profession, by all the different things. You can literally drill down into your database. You can send emails to them. You can send video emails to them, communicating with everyone at the click of a button. Things like, at the moment, Facebook has a limit of 5,000. There's no limit here. You can have 100,000 friends. Then on Facebook, I can't send a message to my 5,000 friends.
Right.
I post something on my page and hope they view it, but that's only going to be a small percentage.
But you can't, because I have like 4.
Exactly, right? I've got
so
3,
it's
right?
unlimited.
Yeah, exactly. It's unlimited, so everything from one place. And now you can message everyone at once. You can't imagine the power for online marketers.
Yeah.
I get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's one of the beautiful things, that when Chad, as kind of negative as he was about, hey, it's network marketing, I'm an internet marketer, that's not my thing.
Stay away, no.
And all of a sudden he's like, actually, Kalps, he's like, I can use all this myself to actually build what I'm already doing. And I said, exactly.
Yeah, the tools.
That's the game changer, right?
Yeah, the tools, the technology. Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, look at this. This is beautiful, man.
That's a template. Again, people are going to buy these things for a few pennies, but 80% gets paid out in commissions. Can you imagine if you've got a few hundred friends who've got a few hundred friends who've got a few hundred friends, and again, this company pays 6 generations of friends. Weird thought.
6 generations
of friends.
See, I think I missed that part.
Yeah,
6 generations.
Yeah. When you start playing around with the numbers with that, oh, Chad, I'm telling you, I've drawn out some crazy mind maps. It's ridiculous. And I've got 12,000 friends on Facebook.
Wow.
If I just took 10% of that and said if they had 100 each, that's 120,000 that I'd be getting paid on. And if they had 100 each, that's like 12 million customers.
Yeah, the possibilities are endless.
Any one of them buys a template, upgrades this, buys whatever they do on the platform, downloads some music, whatever they do, that's going to be monetization for us. It's really, really crazy stuff. And so coming later on in the year, we're launching the shopping platform. So Cube7 shopping goes live around October of 2013. That's the plan. Again, there can be hiccups, but that's the idea, is to go live before Christmas. Can you imagine everyone buying stuff from branded stores that they already buy it anyway? We're not saying buy our label. We're saying, look, you're buying these brands anyway. Go ahead and get them here, and here's the incentive. You get a discount. This company's going to give away 10% off of everything that people buy on the platform in the form of vouchers. So imagine this. I want to invite Chad onto the Cube7 platform as a friend. I'm going to send him an invite. I'm not just going to say, hey, Chad, be my friend. I'm going to say, hey, Chad, here's 80 euros as a gift.
I will gladly take it.
Yeah, be my friend. The only thing you've got to do to monetize, to turn that into money is just accept my friendship. Request. As soon as you do that, you can have 80 euros to spend on the platform as a 10% off discount on anything.
So let's see how good you're at math. I mean, just this morning when I logged in my Facebook, I mean, I haven't been in there in a while, right? I accepted 167 friends.
Wow.
167 friends, right? We're talking a lot of money here if that was on this network here.
That is crazy, right?
And if it can go viral without having the Euro aspect, talking about Facebook now, I mean, this here is massive.
It is huge.
And
it's a game changer.
Yeah. It really is, guys. And
you hear those words, but don't take them lightly. I mean, we hear those words all the time, game changer, the new big thing.
Yeah.
I want you to look at this and scrutinize it. Don't just look at it and get caught up in the excitement of it. And it is very exciting, but actually look at it as a functional tool. Would you use what we're talking about? And the answer for most people is absolutely yes.
Right.
And so, again, there's another opportunity. There's so many opportunities within the opportunity here. For example, small to medium businesses. We can actually go out to SMEs and offer them the ability to send out video email newsletters. Now, I know this really excites you, right?
Yeah, look at these templates. I mean, they are beautiful. And I'll tell you, from an internet marketer standpoint, what I'm used to seeing is WordPress, right? And with WordPress, you don't have these side layouts, right? You have the typical WordPress layout. And then you got the embedded video. And check out the graphics, man. I mean, the graphics, you guys can clearly see that these guys are set to go IPO, right? You can clearly see their goal and objective. But I would tell you this right here, this is a business in itself, guys. You're talking to a local marketer. I attract local businesses, and this here I could sell all day long to restaurants, realtors, lawyers, doctors. I mean, you name it. This here is a business in itself.
I mean, it's insane. I mean, you can literally go to any business owner, and for 300 euros and 30 euros a month, they can have their complete system where they can send out these newsletters on a regular basis to their customers. But the beautiful thing is you're actually now helping them build their list. Here's how it works. The local real estate agent or the local pizza guy. Right. Somebody walks in through the front door. Most of them are hoping and praying they come back next week. And just to add to the hope and the prayer, they might dump 50,000 flyers in the local area. Just
or the little coupon thing.
Yeah. Here, your customer walks through the door and you say, hey Chad, hope you enjoy the pizza. By the way, here's an 80 euro voucher. Just add me on Cube7. You can cash that in. It's 10% off everything you see on the platform. Cool.
80 euros and 10%.
Yeah, and as soon as you go on the platform, you add me, you go into my list. The pizza guy now has, or the real estate guy, or the retailer, whoever it is, or the coach, whoever's got that connection, now has a list building.
Yeah.
How powerful is that? They don't need Groupon, they don't need living, social, they don't need any of these middle people anymore. You can now market specifically to your exact audience. That's phenomenal offering right there. So the company's just given opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. Then they've got entertainment again, gaming, big business right there.
Look at all these games.
We've already got 180 games already on board.
Yeah, and I recognize some of those.
Yes, many are in-house programmed. We've got enough programmers. They build their own games, but also they're not silly. They outsource. They find out what the big demand games are, and they bring them in on the platform.
Right.
The great thing is
smart.
Yeah, the great thing is they're not dependent on this stuff to make money.
Right.
So they can undercut the marketplace because they're just saying, "Hey, come and buy it here for less."
Right. It goes back into the network. So they're just coming in here, get that, guys. They're just coming in here, undercutting, putting it back in the network so you guys have a chance to make more money.
It's crazy. They've also gone ahead and built their own version of iTunes. Sorry, did I just say that?
No, I don't think you did. So we're good.
They've actually built a platform where people can come on board. Again, any customer of Cube7 can download music, download films for a fraction of what it costs in other platforms and arenas.
Such as, like iTunes. How much is iTunes today? Go ahead.
What is it, like 70, 80 cents per download, right?
Yeah,
we could sell it here for like 35, 40 cents a download and still have margin.
So they're just undercutting
80%. Yeah,
because obviously they didn't create the music.
But
right?
listen, the music sounds the same wherever you buy it. The film looks the same wherever you buy it.
Exactly.
So for me, if you're going to buy it, you might as well get it on a platform that makes absolute sense. But also there's monetization going on here. Right. So now we're making money every time somebody downloads music, every time somebody downloads a game, every time somebody downloads a film. We're
80%.
Yeah.
Can you even imagine? It's unreal.
And that's 6 generations deep of friends.
And we haven't even got to the good part yet. Right?
It's crazy. This is just insane. And so we've covered 4 categories so far, and then we've got the 5th one.
Yeah.
This one dominates the world.
This here is one of my favorites, because once again, this is another part of my business.
Apps is everything.
Phone apps are massive.
Again, I was talking to Chad earlier, saying, I remember when I was a young kid, computers got introduced. I'm giving away my age now. Computers got introduced into schools, and they were these big, massive desktops with black screens and
1000.
green writing. Yeah, right. And so that's how it started out. And then I've seen that progress from that to slimmer desktops that look nicer and sexier, but eventually laptops, and then tablets, and now mobile phones. Yeah. The new generation, my nephew and nieces, they do everything on there.
All right here.
They don't have anything else.
How many apps did we use today alone? Well, we were trying to find that
restaurant earlier, exactly.
Right?
Just straight away, let's look it up right here.
Yeah, we were looking at those prices and had us download this app. Yeah, we went through like 3 or 4 and didn't even realize it, right?
So, it just becomes a part of your everyday activity. Yes. Imagine you can monetize that. Well, you can. These guys have a bunch of programmers and all they do is build apps day and night. That's their job. But again, they're not silly. They don't just build their own apps. They actually bring in apps that are already in high demand. And so when people download these apps and they pay whatever it is, 50, 60 cents per app, suddenly 80% of the profit rolls back up to us.
Yeah, so let me explain that to you guys. Now, coming from an internet marketer myself who's gone out there and developed apps, a lot of the problem is you can't find people to fund these projects. So what a lot of places are doing is they're going and they're actually using what's called crowdfunding. And they're getting audiences to fund their application, right? That's the big thing right now. And with this, you can take your idea to these Cube7 people, and they will actually pay for the development and everything. They'll partner up with you, and what is it, like 50% of the profit?
I don't know what the margin is, but it's more than likely something around that.
Something
50,
they
50,
will share the profit with you. But guys, that's just half the battle. Getting an app built or getting a program, software, whatever the case may be. Now you got to market it, and that's where the real advantage is here, right? Because they're going to go out there and they're going to market your app for you.
Correct. I've got a friend who's actually gone out and paid some programmers to build an app. Spent good money getting the app done, but now he's got the challenge of, okay, now how do I get it out there? That cost is, when you talk about the world and the internet, that cost is ridiculous. That's way out of his budget. So now he's going to have to save up a fortune to then spend and hope to market here. The company will build the app on their expense, as long as they believe that it's a goer, and then they'll market it on the Cube7 platform.
Yeah, so once again, we have Cube7, and then we have these little businesses within Cube7, right? I mean, I've seen tons of ideas here that I can monetize alone as a separate business.
The first app already been created, this will go live straight away as soon as the platform goes live in July, is the Cube Card app. Now this is a beautiful piece of kit. It's a real simple tool. You can download the app. The app is free. And then you can actually take a photograph on your mobile phone, of you, your friends, maybe you're out and about traveling somewhere, maybe some tourist sites or party or whatever. You take the picture, you touch the picture and it flips over, and you can now write a message on a postcard, name and address. Again, it pulls the name and address from the mobile phone.
Yeah.
So just tap who you want to send it to, the address gets printed, you then press send. It's 3 clicks and you're done. That then ends up with a printer who prints the physical photograph with the postcard on the back of it as if it's handwritten, puts a stamp on it and posts it. Your friend will receive that physical postcard within a day or two anywhere in the world, and it costs you €1.89 for that postcard. And if you put the 10% off with the voucher, it costs you €1.70.
You're good with your numbers, man. But now picture Christmas time, right? I mean, God, that's a cash cow in itself, right?
Ka-ching.
I mean, I used to use online services, and I would take the picture myself, and then, I'm a Photoshop guy, so I would design these beautiful cards, right?
Yeah.
And then I would send off, pay for overnight printing and everything, and I'd have these postcards show up. But then I had to go and actually mail them out myself, right?
Yeah.
These guys are going to do all that for us.
Exactly.
And then picture marketing, right? We have all these big marketing events, and I can just sit here, take a picture of the whole entire class, and they will send it out to all my subscribers.
Yeah.
Click of a mouse.
Very, very powerful.
Beautiful.
Do you know how many corporations spend fortunes on physical Christmas cards, and then they get their secretaries writing them out, licking those horrible envelopes, licking the stamps, that whole thing, gone. Click, 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 send, done. So very, very powerful. Every time that happens, you make money. That's powerful right there.
Exactly.
And every occasion, birthdays, Valentine's, Easter, how many occasions are people going to want to send? And even no occasion. I just sent one the other day. I was sitting in my room in the hotel, took a picture outside and sent it to my family. Hey guys, wish you were here. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, just a nice fun thing to do.
That fast.
Yeah, just like that. So really super cool. Again, so talking now about the opportunity. There's this company is super, super big on looking after leadership, looking after the people that produce results. Again, like I said, they don't need to make money, they don't need to milk the network, so they pay it all out big time. And so, before we go into the money, I want to talk about the income disclaimer. You can see that here. There's no guarantees.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun. There are no guarantees. It's based on the work and effort that you put in. There's work to be done. It's not a free ride. Having said that, it's work you've already done. If you can add friends on Facebook, then you can build Cube7 platform. And, every friend you've got, and every friend they've got, and every friend they've got, 6 generations down, you're going to make money from. So, as much as we've got to talk about this slide, but the fact of the matter is, it's so much of a done deal. It's unreal. But again, just bear that in mind that there's work to be done. It's not just like you don't do anything. There's a little bit of work to do. But let's have a look how you can get set up. Very, very simple. Step 1, you get registered. And so you get your website. It costs you €29.90 as a one-time fee. Everybody does that, we're set up. Then the next step is to choose one of the packages. And so you've got 3 different packages to choose from. First one is premium, exclusive, or VIP. So let's have a look at what they give you for each of those packages. Alright, so the first package is the premium package. You can see there that straight away they give you €300 worth of vouchers, and they do with all of the memberships. Whatever the membership costs, they give you vouchers to reimburse you immediately. So you can cash that in on the platform straight away. As soon as you buy anything on the platform, you get 10% off to the tune of €300, €950, or €2,490. So again, straight away you got your money back anyway. But also right at the beginning, they give you the landing pages, they give you the system. The ABS system is genius. It's an automated business system. And here's how it works. I call Chad up, very quick call. Hey Chad, listen, I've got a really exciting little video I want to send you.
And what would that be?
I'm going to, hey, listen, give me your email address, Chad. I'm going to send you something that's really cool. I'll take the email address, drop it into the ABS system, and that will send him a video. As soon as Chad watches that video, I get an email saying Chad has watched the video, whether it's a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, or the whole thing. So I can now call him and say, hey Chad, listen, I know you only watched 2 minutes of the 5-minute video. You probably got interrupted somewhere along the way. Do me a favor, make sure you catch up with it. What a great follow-up tool, right?
Well, I really did get interrupted, though.
Obviously, I know that. That's why I said that, right? There's no way you would have just logged off the video.
Wow! Why would you say that?
So it's a phenomenal system where you can really kind of get to the bottom of your follow-up. They say the follow-up is in the money's in the follow-up even.
Yeah.
And so all of a sudden, you've got the ability here to really, really drill down to exactly where someone is in the process. The system will also send follow-up emails consistently over time to Chad every week for 6 weeks if he never gets around to watching the presentation, right?
Exactly.
So as soon as he's watched one video, it sends him the next video. As soon as you watch that one, it sends him the next one. And I get informed every time of where Chad is along the chain. Yeah. That, from a marketing perspective,
very powerful.
Isn't it?
Yeah, all joking set aside, guys, that is massive.
You can't put a price on that, right?
Well, I can think of a similar system that doesn't even do a quarter of that.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at these prices right now and going, I'll tell you what, you're going to pay 10 times that,
Yeah.
right? I mean, this technology here is second to none. That really powerful.
That's phenomenal, right?
It is.
And then at the bottom of the screen there, you can also see that the company gifts you .com points. Now, I touched on this a little bit earlier on. This company is doing an IPO in 2017. That's their one goal. And then they're going to sell off many companies along the way underneath. For example, the Cube Card app. They could sell that for 30, 40, 50 million along the way, and 40% of that gets back to the field. And how we get paid, our share, is based on how many .com points we have.
Yeah, and so, if we could just like rewind, go woo, and go back, and we need a big old drum roll. I'm not a musician, right? But I mean, the IPO thing. I mean, I could say that 100 times in this video. IPO, guys,
never happened before.
It is massive. Never happened before. And that's where a lot of people are going to make a lot of money with this.
Well, I know. I'm always telling people, listen, you can get rich by yourself, but if you want to get wealthy, IPO. Always. The wealthiest people in the world, literally 99% of them made their money, going IPO. That's where you go from millions to tens or hundreds of millions or billions. That's where all of that stuff happens. So you can do pretty well by yourself. Yeah. But there gets a point where you want a piece of that pie. This company's offering that 40%, and you can choose how much of that 40% you want based on how many .com points you have. So you can see here, whichever package you come on board with comes with a set of .com points. The premium package will give you at the moment in the pre-launch is 10,000 points. So the exclusive gives you 50,000, is 5 times as much as the premium always. Yeah. And then the VIP is 20 times as much. That's 200,000 points. But right now, as we're shooting this video, the company's got a phenomenal promotion, and take advantage of that. Get back in touch with whoever showed you this video and find out what the real figures are right now for the extra promotion, right? Yeah. So you can cash those in. But also, if you come on board as an exclusive or a VIP, they will also give you accumulation of .com points. So the exclusives get, whatever you're building, your team, your level 1, 2, 3, like that, whenever they're coming on board, the numbers you do there reflect in your .com points as well. And then the VIPs get double that. So you work it out, if you can see the picture, if you can see what an IPO could mean, then you kind of come in at the level that suits you best and go to work, right? But also, as an exclusive member, you get access to 25% of our OEBA, the Old English Business Academy.
Yeah, this is cool.
Isn't it really cool?
Yeah, this is a nice deal.
And as a VIP, you get full access to that academy. Right now, as we speak, the company has already bought the license for Brian Tracy's university. It's huge, right?
2 thumbs up.
Brian Tracy's a legend. He's renowned worldwide as a business philosopher, super respected, incredible genius in his field. And we have him teaching us his $10,000 university on the platform. But the good news is they're going to keep adding to that. But here, for me, the exciting thing, that it already pays for itself straight away.
Sure.
Whatever level you come in at, it's paid for itself several times over. But they're going to continue adding to the information, the education, and teaching and training us guys how to constantly develop ourselves and become better and better and better at the things that we do in the world of business and marketing. So I love the fact that the company's already looking after that side of it from day one. It's just part of the package, part of the deal.
It's all gold.
Absolutely.
It's all gold. And just kind of step back, for those of you that don't know IPO, because we get emails saying, what exactly does that mean? That's when the company goes public.
Yeah,
so
initial public offering. Yeah, absolutely. So whenever a company goes to the stock exchange, from the small ones to the big ones, that's what an IPO stands for. And then as a VIP member, you can also see, just for being a VIP, you'll get a share of 1% of the company's turnover, Bonofa's turnover, worldwide for life. That's not based on building a team or anything like that. That's just because the privilege of being a VIP member, 1% of the turnover of Bonofa will always get split between you and the other VIPs. Very, very nice touch. Lots of other perks along the way as well, right? So again, sit down with the person that showed you this and see what suits you best. Once you've chosen one of the packages, then the third step is to get onto the monthly auto ship. Again, not compulsory, it's completely optional, but highly recommended. Why? Because your whole back office, your tracking, you can drilling down into the organization, seeing where your groups are around the world and how they're doing, who's doing the best. All of that information is trackable in the back office. And also you've got the ABS system included in that as well. So for €29.90 a month, you've got a complete business building system that does everything. Bells and whistles all included.
Unreal.
So highly, highly recommend the bio system.
Are we going to be able to show, I'm trying to remember, are we going to be able to show some of those landing pages and everything?
Yeah,
we want to show those because they just look sharp.
Absolutely. So there's, these are the landing pages you'll see here, really, really powerful. You can see they're just really cutting edge, very, very professional. And then also here you can see that the back office of the ABS system. Again, very, very high-end stuff that they've given right off the bat. So you can go out and start building your worldwide internet business day one at the click of a button. So everything's automated.
Awesome.
Again,
Awesome.
income-wise, tons of different incomes, right? This company just, like we said at the beginning, we're going to say it again, the company just wants to reward people for taking massive action, and they really do reward them well. So you can see multiple incomes to be earned. I'm not going to spend too much time on this, to be honest. You know, comp plans are comp plans, they all pay. The good news here, this one pays really, really well. Level 1, every time you go out and make a sale, you make 10%. Is that fair enough?
Absolutely.
That's just your first level sales. Then we've got the next stage, which is 12 generations of commissions. So every time your people make sales, 12 generations deep, you get an overrider. Again, the only qualification for that is that you're a manager. How do you do that? Go out and make 3 sales. As soon as you make 3 sales, you qualify worldwide for every sale in your organization all over the world, anywhere, as a manager, right? So nice and simple. And again, that's 19%. In infinity bonuses that the company pays as well. That's insane commission. And so again, sit down with your host, your friend that showed you the video to go through that. We pay residuals on the bios as well, 5% on every level, 6 levels deep. So there's tons and tons of commissions right here on the plan. We've made it very, very simple. You can get halfway through this plan just on volume alone, no leg qualifications. And then eventually we introduce some leg qualifications to get to the diamond level, which is our leadership position, and then beyond that legs. But up until that point, you can earn an overrider on your entire worldwide turnover right from the beginning on very small turnovers per month, and you can sit down and go through the figures with your friend. And then there's the big one for me, the Cube7 residual income.
Absolutely.
This is the big money, guys and girls. This is the big money. I mean, when every time me and Chad sit down and look at these numbers, they give you goosebumps. I mean, it's just what's possible here. And I want to paint a picture. Imagine now you've got a bunch of friends on Facebook. I don't know how many friends you've got, but let's say it was a couple of hundred friends. Well, on those couple of hundred, Facebook, Google Plus, Twitter, all of these different accounts give you a whole bunch. If you had a couple of hundred friends on this platform, and imagine that each one made you €1 a year, given all of the different spending opportunities that are available on that platform. You know, video email templates, cube cards, games, music, films, all of that. But you imagine you made €1 per year per customer. That's a couple of hundred a year based on your own customers. But the real power is, just imagine you had 500 friends and they had a couple of hundred friends each. Yeah. Well, that there gives you 100,000 friends.
And that's pretty conservative.
That's just 2 levels.
It's really not hard to do because you have that €80 incentive there.
Right.
Remember, guys, you're going to be able to go and approach your friends, and when they join Cube7, you're going to be able to say, look, you also have €80 that you can spend in the store on the apps, and the marketplace, and the music, and the movies, right?
Yep. That's just so. Again, you can already see that that's just 2 levels. You now go ahead and picture that 6 levels deep. But that right there, just the 2 levels, is worth a potential 100K a year. And we're not even talking about building the network. We're just talking about you coming on board and getting on the Cube7. Invite some friends who invite some friends. Bang.
Yeah. So everybody always asks me, well, how do I hit the 6-figure income? Here it is, guys.
Yeah.
Right? And truthfully, you're going to be doing the same thing you're already doing, playing on Facebook, doing the social network stuff you're already doing. You're going to be over here playing on Cube7 now, and you're going to be cha-ching, 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 all the way down, right? I got to put
absolutely big.
You got to have the sound effects, brother.
I love it. So again, you can see that the big picture is the IPO. Really important not to forget that each and every one of us, we're partners now. You, me, Chad, we're business partners. Every single member in Bonofa, we've locked arms. We own this company, 40% of it. So your behavior, my behavior, Chad's behavior counts towards this. It's ours. And when you understand that, you go at this at a whole different pace because you own a piece of that pie when it goes public in 2017. Let me just run you some of the potential numbers there. Imagine that we just had 5,000 reps in 100 countries around the world. Well, that would mean that we've got 500 million reps around the world. 500,000 reps around the world. That's it. So 500,000 reps around the world, and each of them just had a couple of hundred customers each. Well, all of a sudden, that gives you 100 million customers. Yeah. That's just 10% of Facebook. That's half of what LinkedIn's got.
Yeah.
Do you think that's realistic?
With everything we've got? Very, very conservative.
You with me?
With all the tools, the resources, all the technology, this is very conservative.
LinkedIn's got close to 200 million customers, and I'll be honest, I mean, we've already said it, right? I'm not putting the platform down, it's cool, but when I look at this, it's a different ball game, isn't it?
Yeah, this looks like it's going to be fun.
So when we say 100 million customers, that's super conservative, but let's just go with that. If we get to 100 million customers over the next 4 years, then what does that mean to us? Well, very simply, there's 5 factors that the company's looking at to hit. If we can tick these 5 boxes, and we do already, they've designed it to do that, then the stock market says that we can achieve a certain valuation. Let's have a look at these 5 factors. The first one is having people's names and users on the platform platform. So we've got that. Then having their data, names, emails, phone numbers, as much data as possible collected. We've got all of that on the platform as well. Then it's how much time they spend on the platform. Hello? Do you think these guys have cracked that code?
Yeah, I think they have it figured out.
This is one of the components that really weighs heavily on the extra valuation, how much time people spend on your platform. And then we've got people's buying behavior. We already know, companies like Google already tracking all of that. That's what gives them value. And then we've got the big one here, people's spending ability, how they actually spend money, what they're using to spend money, their credit card, bank details, stuff like that. We actually give people a Cash7 card that they can use. So now all of a sudden that's all tracked. Great story I read with Apple. Apple, Steve Jobs, not Bill Gates, Steve Jobs actually wrote in his book that Apple is not a technology company. That's what they use as a vehicle to get to the marketplace. Their goal was to just collect people's data. They've got that. Apple, as soon as you open up their phone, the first thing they ask you for is a credit card. Before you can even start using the phone, right? What does that mean? It means every time you see something you like, you click buy and it's done. There's no filling in of anything. It's just done instantly. That's exactly the power of the IPO here. These guys have ticked all of those boxes. Well, that gives an IPO of at least 150 euros per customer. That's a $15 billion valuation straight out the gate.
Still, I'll play devil's advocate here. I still think those numbers are very conservative.
Very watered down, right? Very watered down. Well, let's have a look. LinkedIn, with the little information they've got, they don't have my credit card details. They don't have my buying patterns or anything like that.
The phone apps,
they don't engage me much at all. But they got a 12 billion valuation right now in the marketplace, with just under 200 million customers. Right. So again, we're being super conservative here. WhatsApp, 7 billion valuation. Are you kidding me? Yeah. What is that? It's an email app. That's all it does. It takes your email, reads it like an SMS, and all of a sudden 7 billion on the marketplace with 100 million customers. Well, if they've got 100 million customers and all they've got of mine is my mobile phone number, they don't have my email address, they don't have my name, they don't have anything on me other than a mobile number, right? Well, if they can get 7 billion with 100 million customers, again, very conservative, we can get 15 billion with what we've put together, right? And again, you can do the maths if it's more. What if it's 30? What if it's 45 or 50 or 100? What really can go anywhere. The next 4 years,
the limit.
It is the limit. The internet is almost going to double in size in the next 4 years, and within that, we're positioning ourselves to be the dominant player when it comes to social business media. Really excellent game that we're playing right here. And so .com points, again, co-entrepreneurs, that's what it's all about. Well, this company's only going to ever have 40 billion .com points available from day one. And they're going to be given away. Every time somebody joins Bonofa, they get given points as a gift. Every time somebody comes on as a friend, the Bonofa rep will get points for bringing friends. So there's lots of different ways that you can generate points. The name of the game is get as many points as you can, because once they're gone forever. So get your slice. And then they do the IPO. Well, 40% of 15 billion is 6 billion euros.
A lot of money.
Ka-ching!
Exactly.
Well, let's have a look how that breaks down. Well, if you were responsible just for 1/100th of 1%, that would mean for you 600,000 euros in cash as an exit strategy. Have you ever participated in anything that you went along, you made a fortune along the way, but just as an exit, they said, thank you very much, here's your 600K. What if you did 1/10%? Don't forget, nobody knows about this, guys and girls. This is the first video that we're shooting for this entire opportunity. This is March 2013.
Top of the food.
Pre-launch is the 7th of April. And then the official launch is the 7th of July.
Yeah.
So we're talking early. Could you get 1/10%? Well, that's worth 6 million. What if you got 1% of all the growth of Bonofa Cube7 over the next 4 years? 1% came through you because you just went out there and hit it hard. You went out there and told the whole world about it, and they told people, and you got 1%. That's a 600 million euro payoff for your little 1% on a very conservative IPO.
Yeah, very well.
Powerful
these are not hard numbers to hit. They're really not.
And I know there are
a lot of money.
And there are some people here that are aiming for a lot higher, aren't they, Chad?
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't think it's going to take them long at all.
No, it's not going to take them long.
We were talking to one guy. It is. I'll hit that in the weekend.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
It's not hard, guys.
So let's go and grab our share. The world is ours. The next 36 months could be the most important financial 36 months of your entire life. I don't know about you, I've never had the opportunity to be part of an IPO. I tried to do my own once, and That burnt me big
how'd
time.
that work out?
Yeah, exactly, right? That burnt me big time. I had a very successful telecoms company, had big dreams of taking an IPO, and completely didn't have a clue what I was doing. So I'd rather now just partner up with a company that knows what they're doing and take my share. It's big, big money. And so it's not about who you know, it's about who they know. You just got to keep adding friends, and they'll add friends, and they'll add friends, and that'll just continue to do what it does, like it does. That's social media, and then we pay out on 2017. Very, very exciting. And so, the company's got tons of money on the table for leaders as well. Right now, we're looking for high-end leaders, marketers, people with lists, people with connections, people with contacts, people with influence, people that can move people. Right now, that's the time. And so you can see there's 3 different bonuses offered right here. The
too
first
small. This one right here, dude, too small.
Way too small, right?
I got my eye on that Lamborghini right there.
Cross, tick, right?
It looks good.
It does. And so, how do you qualify for those? Again, I'm not going to get into too much detail. Get with the person that showed you this video and find out. Let me tell you this, very small numbers. The 30K bonus, 120 people. The 250K bonus, 600 people. The 1.2 million bonus, 3,000 people. That's it. You've got a year and a half to get 3,000 people in your network. Come on, guys. I've done that in a couple of months. And so, it's just ridiculous what you can do here,
a lot of people should be cruising around in that Lamborghini. It's not hard.
This company's going to have a ton of promotions, a ton of stories out there, success stories galore, right? How many people are going to hit the 30,000? That excites me, though.
Yeah.
The little guys that have never had some decent money come into them, 120 people in your team, are you kidding me?
Yeah, there's going to be people in
months?
this network that have never made $1 online, and they're going to be hitting the goals that you see on this screen.
Absolutely.
There's no doubt in my mind, because it's set up that way.
It is.
The whole viral aspect alone, right? I mean, you don't have to go out there and do a lot of recruiting. I mean, you do want to do that, right? I mean, you want to hit the leaderboards, but I mean, this whole thing is just it's gonna feed itself. And it's because of all the tools and the technology and the apps and everything. And I'm pumped up. If we could wrap up this video, I got stuff to do, man.
I know.
That Lamborghini right there, it's mine.
Well, on that note, we are going to wrap it up. Look, I don't know where you're at right now on a scale of 1 to 10. I love this slide here because it kind of helps you make that decision. You're either a 10 plus, like, wow, awesome chatting, Kalps. Thank you so much. Thank you, whoever invited you to the video. Where do I sign? Just like Chad, I want to get off. I've got work to do. I want to sign up the world.
Yeah.
Or I'm
ready, bud.
Yeah, exactly, right? Let's get going. Or you're somewhere in the middle, 5, 6, 7, or 4, somewhere around the middle. You're like, hey, listen, I love what I've seen. I've got a few questions, a little bit of logistics, some stuff that I need to work out, but I'm on board. That's great too. Congratulations on a brilliant decision. Let's lock arms and make this happen. Or you're a 0, in which case I'm surprised you're still here this far in the video. I don't think if you're a 0, you'd even still be watching this. And you're like, hey, listen, get rid of my email, get rid of my phone number, don't ever contact me again. You might be one of those. I hope you're not one of those, by the way. You shouldn't have gone this far in the video if you are. But if you are, hey, that's cool. Thanks for at least watching it through. We respect your time. And, I wish that you find something that you can get really excited about, like we're excited about this. And so wherever you are, find out and then get in touch with your friend and get yourself positioned. Let's get started with this whole thing. It's a very exciting journey ahead. We're excited. I want to welcome you to the Bonofa family. We're big on building teams, on building relationships, on building community, and creating an environment that feels like you belong to something special. This is a movement. I'm committed to doing events all over the world that gets people involved with each other, building real relationships offline. The online stuff's brilliant. That's where we monetize, but the offline stuff is where we fill our emotions, where we fill our hearts and our minds with great relationships and friendships. I'm big on that. So I'm looking forward at one point, somewhere around the world, bumping into you at an event, a seminar, maybe sitting on a beach somewhere having a beer with each other and sharing the great stories that you've created since you saw this video. I hope that happens very, very soon. In the meantime, I wish you a phenomenal day, week, month, a great year ahead, and a brilliant IPO in 2017. I'll definitely look forward to seeing you at the very, very top. My name is Kalpesh Patel, and I'm here with Chad, and he just may want to say a few closing words as well.
Guys, simply take action, man. This is a life changer, right? I mean, when I got presented with this, I'll tell you what, man, I'm an internet marketer at heart. I create my own products, and I was set in my ways, and I said, this just isn't my cup of tea. When I saw the technology, when I saw the apps, when I saw the shopping, when I saw the music and the movies, I was like, okay, you kind of got my attention, right? But then I saw the cash cow, and I'm telling you, people are going to make a lot of money from this. Lives are going to be changed. And like I said a minute ago, there's going to be people that have never made $1 online, and all of a sudden they're going to have a successful life. Their whole life is about to change because of this system that you see right here. And all you got to do is you got to have faith, you got to believe in yourself, hit it hard, take action, trust us. I know this sounds like fluff and hype, this year is real. You guys are going to make a lot of money. There's no possible way that you can't make money, right? I mean, think about what you're doing on Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn and everything that he just talked about. You're already doing this. We can't stress that enough.
It's the biggest question everyone has, Chad.
Yeah.
Over the years, I've been in this industry for 18 years. The biggest question everyone has is, can I do it? And I know that if you can't answer that question, can I do it? Then there's no reason not to, right? And this is a system everybody's already doing anyway.
Yeah.
You're just not monetizing.
You're already doing it. All you had to have was an introduction. That's what this video did. This video here will change your life if you're ready for that change. All you got to do is take action. Think positive, give it 110%. It's going to happen.
Awesome. Cheers, Chad. Appreciate it, buddy.
All right, brother.
Nice one. See you at the top.
Adios.